Hey everyone, it's Gyoza. So Remembrance MC just got shown off by Hoyo, and wow, I'm blown away. They look really cool. I love the design so much. The trailblazers look really nice, honestly. Like, the design works so well, so many different things. And like that little creature with them, that looks so cool. I feel like maybe that means we're gonna have like a summon or something, so that'd be really cool, you know. Remembrance is a new path, lots of new stuff going on. But it's also very scary, so I'm gonna give my thoughts on it. So Remembrance MC is a really cool thing. I don't look at leaks, I don't want to discuss leaks on this channel, but I feel like Remembrance MC is gonna become very strong, because Star Rail has a tendency to not move backwards. Like, I think Hoyoverse has a really good grasp on what the community wants and how people, you know, use characters in Star Rail. Like, Harmony MC was a amazing upgrade to the MC, and I think Hoyoverse knew the community. They knew what to do. They knew how to make a character good, and Harmony MC is very good. So I feel like Remembrance MC is also going to be good. I don't think it's going to be like a Genshin situation with like Hydro Traveler. You know, I feel like Hoyoverse, especially with Star Rail, knows how to make good characters, so I'm very excited on that. Now, I'm going to be using them probably, but it does bring up some questions, specifically towards my no gacha account, so I want to talk about that. Harmony MC is great. That is undeniable, right? Harmony MC is probably one of the best units in the game, but if Remembrance MC comes out, that means I can't use Harmony MC anymore on my main, on my no gacha, and you won't be able to as well. That doesn't mean I have to use Remembrance MC, right? But if Remembrance MC truly is better than Harmony MC, what's the point in using Harmony MC? And obviously Super Break is a comp that is super strong, but I feel like a character is going to come out that does Super Break, like other than Harmony MC. I just feel like it's going to come sooner or later. But Remembrance MC is really interesting. No gacha, like my no gacha challenge is going to struggle a little bit because of it. My team archetypes are pretty much my Dr. Ratio team and then my break team. And it feels really weird thinking of just removing the break team from the equation. I want to say this in the nicest way possible. The break team has carried my no gacha account. I don't do that well. I have some footage in the background. You know, I did not clear very well. I 23 cycled MOC 12. It's still a star, but like barely anything, you know, but it's a little bit my fault for how my characters are built. But also I've started realizing that the break team isn't as good as it once was. And of course it makes sense. The MOCs recently and everything aren't catering to break, which I get. Break has had a lot of time in the spotlight. It's just, if you're not using like Firefly or Rappa and you're using this like free-to-play break team with March and Gallagher, it starts struggling a lot. It has a lot of, it doesn't work as well as other teams. You know, we don't have Ron May. You're just using March, Gallagher, and Trailblazer pretty much. That's the Super Break team. And I don't want to say it's bad, because it's certainly not bad. The Super Break team is incredibly strong, but maybe a new archetype, a new type of gameplay will help my no gacha even more. I still have the option of Super Break, but again, Super Break has kind of been falling off for my no gacha. And again, I don't want to act like it's bad. It still does a crap ton of damage. It's still really great, but it's not doing that much realistically, which surprised me, because I get that March, my March specifically, my break team isn't that great. Like, my stats are good, but they're not perfect, right? I could definitely make a better break team, but even so, the damage I'm dealing is just not there. I feel like maybe using Hybrid March would be better, because she's practically doing no damage. Even when she uses her fully charged thing on Hoolay, she does like 100k damage, which is good, but for all that time, all that Super Break, 100k damage, it's really not that good. Of course, that has the problem of I don't have Rame. I literally just have Harmony Trailblazer, and, you know, it doesn't work out all the time. The break team is good. I really don't want it to seem like I'm saying it's bad, because it's not. It is fantastic, and the break team is great. It really is. But I think having new options would be even better for a no gacha. Like being able to use, maybe I could actually finally use March with Ratio, right? Like Crit March and Ratio, or maybe even Crit March and the new Remembrance MC. I feel like they might go together. Like, that'd be pretty cool. And again, I don't like to discuss leaks, but I feel this is not like a leak or anything, but I feel like Motsa is going to become free, because we haven't had a 4-star selector in a while. You know, the last time we did, Misha was on the 4-star selector, and Misha is like the newest 4-star, then he was on the 4-star selector. So I'm hoping we get a 4-star selector that gives Motsa soon, because a big problem with no gacha is the break team is good, but other than that, my other teams suffer. I pretty much have to use Dr. Ratio with Gwenifin and Pela to actually get him to have the amount of debuffs he needs. And because of that, he has no buffers. It's just not as strong. But Motsa would actually allow Dr. Ratio. Motsa puts 2 debuffs on the enemy by himself, right? So technically I could run Motza ratio, and then that covers it. I could put like Hanya. I wish Burden was a debuff, it's not, but I could put Hanya and then actually have a Harmony character for ratio. That'd be really cool. Or even just putting Pela there. Just having Motza would help so much, and I could put Gwenifin on another team, because I love Gwenifin. I might have some footage right here of my team taking on MOC 12 the first half. My Gwenifin had a defense orb because she kept dying, but she was still doing like a crap ton of damage. Nothing like insane, but still pretty damn good for Gwenifin with a defense orb, right? So I'm excited for Remembrance MC. I think it'll let me get away from the break archetype. And I don't want to say the break archetype is bad. It's great. I just think if you're missing the premium options, it's not as good as you might think it would be. So hopefully the Remembrance MC can bring a whole new type of gameplay. Again, I would like to use Remembrance MC with like Crit March and maybe like Gwenifin and then, you know, I don't know, Lynx or something. And then that team would just pop off, right? Maybe not super well, because I don't know what Remembrance MC does, but if he's a good DPS, then heck yeah. So I think at first I was really scared. I was like, oh no, Harmony MC is going to become useless, my break team is going to suffer. But last night, look at this footage from last night, when I was doing MOC 12 on the no gacha, I really started seeing break's faults. Because pretty much how super break works on no gacha is the enemy has to be weak to fire or imaginary, at least one of them. And if it's not both of them, it kind of sucks, like with HOOLAY, because March is just not doing as much damage. Because we don't have, like, Implant, like Boot Hill or Firefly, or, you know, Rappa, where you can weakness reduce anyone no matter, or toughness reduce anyone no matter their toughness. You need them to be weak to fire or imaginary. If they're weak to fire, Asta and Gallagher, or Gwenifin, if I want to use Gwenifin and Gallagher, can do damage, like, break. You know, they can work on breaking, and March could also do the breaking if Gallagher's a Shifu. And if they're weak to imaginary, Harmony MC and March can do the, you know, the toughness damage. And it's good, don't get me wrong, I love it, but it's not as good as it could be or should be, in my opinion. Again, I get it's a free team. I'm not gonna complain that this team is bad and I have no 801s, you know, my characters are like decently built but not anything crazy. It's just that it's not as strong as you might assume. I could use Shui Yi. Honestly, I think in the HOOLAY fight, Shui Yi would have done better than March because March just wasn't cutting it, and I think maybe the Quantum Break would have done a lot. I think Shui Yi, even though Shui Yi can't reduce the toughness herself, she'd be able to, I mean, she could do it with her ult, but she'd be able to take out the other enemies on the side. I honestly think that Shui Yi would have been better, but I'm just going to say that, like, maybe losing Harmony Trailblazer isn't that bad. And this is not just for no gacha, for all accounts, because I don't want to say break is bad, because it's not. It's broken, right? I love the break team. It's like my favorite. It's just that maybe we'll be okay with Remembrance Trailblazer. I don't think this is something where we have to be like, oh, nope, we're never going to go to Remembrance Trailblazer, because I think Remembrance Trailblazer will be good too. Hoyo knows what they're doing. They're pretty smart with releasing characters. Especially new versions of the MC. Again, I feel like Preservation MC wasn't that much of an upgrade to Destruction MC, but that was 1.0. The Hoyo and the player base kind of didn't have a full grasp of the game, but with Harmony MC, they saw, you know, what their characters were doing, they understood the community more, and then they made that. So I feel like now, more than ever, I have a lot of faith in Star Rail's dev team for Remembrance MC. And I don't want to compare a game too much to Genshin, because I don't play that much Genshin, but I don't think it's going to be a Genshin situation where even, like, Dendro MC is good and then Hydro MC is bad. I feel like Star Rail is going to make Harmony MC not bad, but a little bit worse than Remembrance MC. I think Remembrance MC is going to be good. Yeah, I'm excited for Remembrance MC on No Gacha. I think it's going to be great, and I think you should be excited for your accounts too, because Star Rail is a game that moves forward. It doesn't stay in the past. You know, the meta's constantly changing, characters getting power crept. It's a good thing, it's a bad thing. It adds a lot of, you know, it adds a lot to Star Rail. You don't really know if the character you pull for is still going to be good, but I think that's part of the fun, I guess, you know, new characters coming out that are better. The game doesn't stay in one place, it's not stagnant. So I think we should be excited for Remembrance MC. Not only because their design looks cool, not only because of New Planet, but I think it'll just be fun gameplay-wise. Yeah, that's all I really have to say, though. Thank you so much for watching the video. I know I haven't really been on YouTube much lately. I've kind of been just not uploading. I feel like my content wouldn't really be that interesting, because it's just me clearing, like, MOC and, you know, that kind of stuff. But as you can see, I cleared MOC 12 on my No Gacha. I mentioned earlier, 23 cycles, let's go! It's so bad. If you want to watch a real good clear, like, go watch ZMM. I'll probably link ZMM in the description anyway. Watch ZMM. But, Yeah, it was really fun. I had a really good time doing it. I do plan on making some more videos, maybe some, instead of just gameplay videos talking about like, I don't know, like theory crafting. I'm not that smart, right? But I can talk about like why Lucha fell off, or like what characters I regret pulling, stuff like that. Not that specifically, but just as an example. So I think there's many things I could do. Make sure to subscribe to see more. I'm also probably going to upload a lot of no gacha content, because I think that's what you all are interested in the most. And I have a lot to say about no gacha. As you can tell, I just yapped for like 8 or like 10 minutes about no gacha, right? But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.